You know what? Everyone has some kind of baggage that they have to carry around their whole life.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 times Disney Channel shows got serious.
Oh.
For this list, we'll be looking at times that the House of Mouse offered up some important life lessons. Which Disney Channel episode has stuck with you the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 20, Anxiety and Panic Attacks, Andi Mack. This show has been applauded for covering a plethora of important subjects. One of its most poignant storylines revolves around Jonah's experiences with anxiety and panic attacks.
Panic attacks can be very scary, but the symptoms are temporary. Remember that if it happens again.
It's going to happen again?
It might. I treat kids younger than you who have them every day.
When we first meet him, he's so cool, confident, and outgoing. But over time, the deeper issues begin to emerge. What made this arc so impactful was how real it felt and how well supported Jonah was throughout.
Why didn't you tell us?
It's embarrassing.
It's just a physical reaction to stress. That shouldn't be embarrassing.
But it is.
They also do a great job in explaining what Jonah's going through in a way that we're sure helped countless others experiencing similar struggles. It's great to see mental health being normalized on television, especially for such an impressionable audience.
That's better.
Cyrus,
Shh, don't talk. I know it feels like you're gonna die, but you won't.
Number 19, Class Inequality, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Thanks to Maddie and London's friendship, class differences have been a running theme throughout the show. On this occasion, though, it's Maddie who flexes her imaginary wealth to impress a guy on whom she has a crush.
It's like this is all new to you. Front row seats, meeting celebrities, riding in limos.
Yeah, well, I never get tired of sticking my head out of the sunroof and yelling, "Woo!"
Naturally, things get out of control as she's forced to keep up the charade longer than expected. Eventually, the truth comes out. As Carrie comforts a tearful Maddie, she reminds her that she has a lot to offer that is invaluable.
I'm such a doofus. And now Jason will hate me.
Oh, you don't know that. And you're not giving yourself very much credit either.
I know, I'm such a doofus.
Stop saying that.
It's a great lesson in self-worth over material worth. It reminds viewers that the right people will like you for you and not for what's in your bank account.
I just thought you're like all the other rich guys I've met.
You should have given me more credit than that.
Sorry. I wasn't thinking.
Number 18, Race Identity and Racism, The Famous Jet Jackson. Back when this show aired, the depth with which it approached race was considered pretty groundbreaking. Set in the South, Jet gets a dose of reality when his showbiz lifestyle is juxtaposed with real issues faced by African Americans in his small town.
You know, Jet, just because something's a law doesn't mean it's right.
He stars in a TV show called Silverstone that shows this ideal non-discriminatory world. However, he comes to learn that the real world is very different. We also meet Kayla, a young mixed-race woman grappling with her identity.
And Mayor Beale believes that Fahrenheit 451 promotes the challenging of authority.
Ooh, soon people will start having original thoughts and start thinking for themselves. I can see the revolution now.
It highlighted the many battles endured on the continuous journey to equality. We imagine that it was an inspiration for countless shows that followed.
I saw the way things were going a long time back. I said
nothing.
I am one of the innocents
Who could have spoken up and out when no one would listen to the guilty. But I did not speak, and thus became guilty myself.
Number 17, Representation of People with Disabilities, Kim Possible. Kim Possible was known for breaking stereotypes, and in this case, it was with the portrayal of people with disabilities.
Sorry, I am a champ rat smasher.
Hey, you want to hit some rides with us, Felix?
Ready to roll.
In season 2, we meet Felix, who just happens to use a wheelchair. While Ron doesn't give it a second thought, Kim is clearly uncomfortable and doesn't know what to say.
It's just, I don't know, I see him in that chair and then I guess I feel like it's not fair because I can walk and he can't, and so then...
You end up saying the positively worst thing possible.
Nevertheless, the character is a three-dimensional and complex individual just like anyone else. He's never reduced to the disability he has or even pitied. Indeed, he helps save the day, gets a love story, and even becomes valedictorian. It's not perfect, but it's a great step in representation. Kids with disabilities could watch Felix and see themselves and the possibilities out there.
No fancy cyber chair stuff! Oh, like I need that to beat you.
Number 16, getting your first period. Sydney to the max. If you've ever had a period, the memory of your first one is probably still ingrained in your mind. And for many of us, the experience wouldn't have been all that different from Sydney's.
You got this, Sid. Yeah, I got this. How does this thing work?
In this episode, when Sydney gets her first period, Olive is super supportive, but sometimes you just need someone who's been through it to help guide the way. The conversation between Sydney and her grandma is phenomenally noteworthy.
I know you may think that there's something wrong because there's blood, but it's perfectly natural.
Right, and every woman gets it. It's like we're all the same. Got it.
Actually, every woman's experience is different.
Okay, got it, Les.
Her advice is informative, educational, and highlights that no two experiences are alike. If you didn't have someone in your life who you felt like you could talk to, Grandma Judy had you covered.
You know, I heard all this in health class, but you don't know what any of it really means until it happens to you.
Glad I could be here for you, Sid. Any other questions?
Probably, but for now I'm good. Thanks, Grandma.
Number 15, racial profiling. Smart guy. Yvette is horrified when she learns that her new manager has a blatant racial bias.
Nina seems to think that you want her to follow black customers around the store to stop them from stealing.
Oh, no. No, I just told Nina to follow suspicious-looking people.
And who are suspicious-looking people?
Well, they tend to be young, carry large bags, urban.
She tries to confront her over the problem, but it falls on deaf ears. Miss Hendra refuses to accept that racial profiling is a form of racism.
I have 50 hours of tape here, and you know what? All races shoplift.
Do you have 19 years of tapes? Because that's how long I've been in retail, and that's where I get my information.
Her response is so infuriating, especially as this is still a prevalent problem today. Indeed, in 2021, The Guardian reported that more than 90% of Black Americans have experienced racial profiling while shopping. Anyway, Yvette leaves, realizing that she can't get through to the bigoted manager, but she has someone else in mind who's sure to get the message across.
A girl who used to work for you said if I came in here, you might keep a close eye on me.
I don't think what I do is any of your business.
Here's the funny thing. It is my business. My name is W.J. Reese. I'm the founder and president of this company.
Number 14, dyslexia. Shake it up. Drawing on Bella Thorne's real-life experiences, this season 1 episode reveals that Cece is dyslexic. It's heartbreaking to see how embarrassed she feels of her learning difficulty.
This isn't something you need to be embarrassed about. How do you know? I see letters, and sometimes it just looks like alphabet soup. I wake up every day terrified that I might have to read something out loud.
Sadly, there are many others who will identify with that feeling too. Fortunately, she has Rocky, who is so supportive and understanding. She reminds her friend just how special she is.
You know what that dyslexia says about you? That you're twice as tough as I thought you were. Yeah.
We can only imagine that there were plenty of impressionable viewers watching who really needed to hear that too. Thorne said that she hoped that by addressing the subject on the show, other kids with dyslexia could see that they can do anything they set their minds to.
I am so proud of you. You got the beef. You got. Okay.
I got a beef.
Number 13, gun safety. Andi Mack. We could easily write a whole list just about this series, but some of its most affecting episodes were the ones on gun safety.
Is that real?
Of course it's real.
Where'd you get that?
It's my dad's.
Does he know you have it?
Dude, chill.
The Disney Channel teamed up with several child development experts to address this very real issue. In the first episode, Cyrus is justifiably uncomfortable when one of TJ's friends pulls out a gun as if it's just a toy.
You know what's in that bag?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I think you should too.
He leaves and goes to report it, only to learn that someone else has already done so. Apparently, the plot was inspired by a real-life tragedy that affected one of the writers. A direct-to-camera PSA was shot and included with the 2-episode arc.
sometimes even our friends do things without thinking. And if they think it's cool to play around with a real gun, you be the hero. Save their life and others.
Find a grown-up and tell them. You're helping keep that friend from getting hurt.
Number 12, racial insensitivity, Sydney to the max. This season 3 episode, directed by Raven Simone, covered the subject of microaggressions.
But I think it's really important and amazing that Disney Channel decided to tackle this topic in a way that's palatable for all age brackets.
Sydney and her friends realize that they've all been assigned historical figures to write about based on their race. Emmy then does a great job of explaining what microaggressions are and how easily they can be overlooked.
She said it's when someone says or does something that's hurtful because of your race or ethnicity, but not in a way that's obvious.
Not only does the episode see Sydney confront the situation, but it also encourages an open conversation about race. The episode reminds people to be more mindful of their words and actions.
My sister says sometimes people don't mean to do it. It might seem like a joke or an innocent comment, but something about it makes you feel sad in a way other stuff doesn't.
It's also a positive encouragement that you should always stand up for what's right. After all, change has to start somewhere. Number 11, physical self-perception, Lizzie McGuire. While preparing to shoot a music video, Gordo makes an offhand remark about the girls' eating habits.
Man, you guys eat a lot.
I should get some pretzels.
You guys think you could stop stuffing your faces long enough for us to finish rehearsal?
This proves triggering for Miranda, who develops body dysmorphia.
How come no one's ever told me I have like 6 chins? Because you only have 1?
She makes excuses to avoid eating and starves herself to the point of almost fainting. Her friends try to talk to her, but she becomes defensive.
I guess eating is the only thing I have any control over. Like, all this other stuff just happens to me, but eating something I have a say in.
Although eventually they do manage to get through to her. While it could have been taken even further, considering that by the time the episode ends, her body image struggles are all but forgotten, it's still an impactful message to young audiences about body image and the dangers of crash diets. Number 10, bisexual representation, The Owl House. Once unimaginable, the Disney Channel has taken great strides in creating diverse characters across their shows. One of the central love stories on The Owl House takes place between 2 women, Luce and Amity.
Well then, if that's settled, may I have this dance?
The creator of Gravity Falls, Alex Hirsch, welcomed the news by pointing out how groundbreaking this was for the network. Meanwhile, the Owl House creator, Dana Terrace, divulged that Luce was inspired by her own experiences as a bisexual woman.
But I wanted to do it in the best way, and in the tunnel of love, I thought, Amity's too cool for this.
I'm not as cool as you think.
The characters are so fleshed out and treated like 3-dimensional people. Thanks to Terrace, there's no tokenism to be found here. This was actually a historic moment for the Disney Channel.
Let's give a big hand to our Grom Queens, Luce and Amity!
Number 9, vaping, Raven's home. Raven is no stranger to tackling issues like peer pressure and smoking. So when she was told that the That's So Raven spinoff wanted to address vaping, she was on board.
I used to think vaping could only poison your body. But now I realized that it can also poison friendships.
The writers worked with Hollywood Health and Society, among other experts, to develop a meaningful and informative narrative. Booker's new friends try to pressure him into vaping. He refuses and tries to warn them of the dangers, but they don't want to hear it.
No. You know, after yesterday, I read online how addictive vaping is.
Dude, old people made that up to stop us from having fun.
Come on, don't be a loser.
When they all get caught with the pen, they pin the blame on Booker, who gets suspended. It ends with a message from the cast, who reiterate the moral of the episode.
What is nicotine? It's an addictive drug that causes long-term effects.
That's right. It can affect your attention, your learning, and even your memory.
And it primes your brain for addiction, so don't even try it.
Number 8, online harassment, Austin and Allie.
Trish isn't pretty enough to be playing Sleeping Beauty. They should call the play Sleeping Not Beauty.
Trish is delighted to land the lead in the school play, but she's left feeling pretty gutted after reading some nasty comments about her on the play's website.
Bar of soap and a cracked mirror. Oh, let me guess. I looked into it and that's what broke it. Hilarious.
As the hateful behavior escalates, she tries to laugh it off, but she's utterly heartbroken. Writing as a guest blogger for Huffington Post, Rainey Rodriguez, who played Trish, explained how they wanted to show that anyone can be a victim of such repetitive harassment. She also talked about drawing on her own experiences of being mistreated.
Margot wrote some mean comments about me online, and things got out of hand.
Margot, you did that?
Yes, but I just wrote that stuff because I guess I was jealous.
Eventually, the culprit is caught and Trish reports her to Coach Simmons, who says he wishes Trish had spoken up sooner. The episode ends with a direct-to-camera PSA. Number 7, objectification. Liv and Maddie.
Rating us? That is so beyond not okay. Who started that list?
Todd Stetson and his jerk-tourage.
While it wasn't the only occasion the show addressed sexism, it was certainly the most relatable. In Rate Rooney, the guys start rating the girls at school based on their appearances.
We don't care about your stupid rating system.
We are all 10s, but if you can't see that, we'll all be 1s.
This knocks their self-confidence and leaves them feeling pressured to change how they look just for a higher score.
I know we all agree to wear garbage bags today, but I just couldn't. I want guys to like me. I don't want a 5. Willow wants a 7.
Liv fights back with a song of female empowerment called What a Girl Is, to remind them that they're perfect as they are and shouldn't change for anyone.
Show you what a girl is, 'cause all of me is perfect. Who cares about a dress size? It's all about what's inside.
It's a message that many of us need reminding of from time to time. In 2016, the episode was even nominated for the Humanitas Prize. Number 6, body image. That's So Raven. Raven has a vision where she's modeling her own dress design on a catwalk. However, she's deflated after seeing her photoshopped body in the magazine due to not having the look.
Why did you make me look super skinny anyway? I thought you liked my design.
Oh, my dear, we love your design. We just don't love you wearing it.
Although her confidence is momentarily knocked, Raven, with some encouragement from Mimi, decides to fight back against this harmful rhetoric. She delivers a powerful message on body image and looks fabulous while doing so.
Because in case you haven't noticed, people come in all shapes and sizes, and they're all beautiful.
Tell it, girl! Speak the truth!
Put that in your magazine.
The Sweet Life also dedicated an episode to challenging body standards.
You want one man's opinion? I think you are both two very beautiful young women.
You really think so?
Absolutely. And you don't need to change the way that you look.
In a time where there was far less body diversity in the media, it was great to see our favorite Disney Channel shows championing all body shapes and sizes. Number 5, coming out as LGBTQ+, Andi Mack.
Andi, you're not the only one who likes Jonah. I like him too.
Following the titular character and her friends while they're in middle school, this comedy drama with an Asian American lead stands out in particular for its diversity. In 2017, Cyrus made Disney Channel history as the first character on the network to directly address their sexuality.
Cyrus, do you like Andi? You like Jonah?
It was also the first time that a Disney Channel show featured a coming-out story arc. LGBTQ+ organizations were consulted to ensure that it was conveyed honestly and respectfully.
Puffy, I feel weird. Different.
Cyrus, you've always been weird, but you're no different.
Cyrus's friends are also supportive, but the biggest moment occurred when he came out to Jonah and finally said,
"I'm gay."
The episode's writer, Jonathan Hurwitz, drew on one of his own coming out experiences to write this scene.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Number 4, hurtful, threatening behavior. Girl Meets World.
I'm not laughing at you. Who's laughing at you? You never should have come up with it, and you're a bully.
Riley is normally so upbeat and happy-go-lucky, so when she starts lashing out, her friends realize something must be wrong. The moment they learn she's being made fun of, though, they rush to her side.
How could you not come to me if someone is bullying you? I'm humiliated, Maya.
I didn't want to let you see me humiliated.
This isn't the only Girl Meets World episode that tackled the issue, but the way it's addressed this time is particularly interesting. We never meet Riley's teaser. She's not seen or heard, and she's never named. However, when Riley finally confronts her, it's almost like she's breaking the fourth wall.
I'd like to thank everybody who helped me get here. My friends. Because true friends let you be who you are.
Perhaps this is because her message is universal, or maybe it's to reflect how people use the internet to hide behind their anonymity.
Hey, where are you going?
Look, Ross. Farther away she goes, the smaller she gets.
Number 3, Islamophobia. The Proud Family.
Radhika Zameen? Who is that?
Hello, Penny. I'm Radhika, and this is my family.
Following the sharp rise of fear and or hatred against Muslims and or the religion of Islam in the early 2000s, the Proud Family sought to break down prejudices through this episode. As part of a cultural exchange program, Penny lives with a Muslim family as they observe Ramadan. As she gets to know the Zameens, her own prejudices begin to dissolve.
Checkmate! That's not fair! You cheated! Penny helped you! That's not cheating, we're a team! Aren't we, Penny?
That's right.
Her family even joins them to celebrate Eid and stand with them in the face of racial harassment. There wasn't much cultural representation in animation at the time, so this was certainly a step in the right direction.
But they're exactly like all of our families. Little brothers and sisters that get on your nerves, a father that's too protective, a grandparent that sleeps in front of the TV, and a mom that keeps everything together.
However, while the intention was good, it probably would have been approached with more cultural sensitivity today.
And if you know that, you could never write on their door, "Go back to your country, America for Americans." You just couldn't do it.
Number 2, normalizing LGBTQ+ families. Good luck, Charlie.
Charlie, honey, you ready for your play date?
Yay!
Who's coming over?
Taylor. I invited her parents, too.
So we're all having a play date?
Charlie's friend Taylor is coming over for a play date with her parents. This leaves Bob and Amy confused as each swears that they've met the mom, but both remember different names.
Bob, honey, this one is actually going to be fun. I met the mom, Susan. She's really nice.
Oh, I met her. I thought her name was Cheryl.
No, it's Susan.
Are you sure?
When Taylor arrives, they discover that they were both actually right. However, what's great about this scene is that Taylor having 2 mothers isn't made into an issue.
Taylor has 2 moms.
Nothing gets past you, Bob.
They just laugh at themselves for not considering that option and simply move on. A Disney Channel spokesperson said that they wanted to, quote, reflect themes of diversity and inclusiveness. They also had the approval and excitement of Disney Channel alum Miley Cyrus. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, racism, That's So Raven. While some shows tackled racism indirectly, That's So Raven took a more head-on approach.
Are you saying that I didn't get the job? Yeah, I'm sorry, Ray.
Raven discovers that the only reason she wasn't hired for her perfect job is because she's black. So with the support of her friends and family, she goes undercover to expose the bigoted store manager.
Now, Chelsea, remember, the mini camera is in your hat. So when Chloe says something incriminating, make sure the hat gets it.
They uncover injustice, discuss the experiences of black people, and don't shy away from the very real and still prevalent systematic racism.
You do hire people of color, don't you?
Airing during Black History Month, the episode's subplot also celebrated the achievements of Black American historical figures. They proved that a show can be educational, entertaining, and provide a powerful voice that other TV shows should echo.
I said, the truth is, I don't hire black people.
And there you have it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.